Welcome to the Effects Loop. I'm Diaz.
Hey, I'm Scott.
We're keeping you in the loop of the guitar community. This episode is brought to you by listeners like you, our Patreon supporters who we would still be doing this. Wait, no, we won't do this unless you support us. I got to go for psychology. Nah, but for real, we appreciate everyone who supports us in doing this. And yeah, y'all are awesome. We love you. Patreon.com/the effects loop. You can buy our love. Come and get your love. Doom, 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 doom. All right, Scott, what's new with you, sir?
I've been selling stuff.
I sold, yeah. I'm sorry, I'm not going to take away.
I think I sold 7 pedals since we last talked.
Yeah.
So gear market, falling apart. I'm calling cap on that. Things are selling pretty well.
I mean, and the good thing is we're in tax return season.
Yeah, I think that's a big factor in it. But like now it seems like a great time. If you've been like sitting on stuff, I'd suggest listing it.
I've got some stuff listed. It's not on it's not on Reverb. That's what I needed. I really need to put it on Reverb.
I'm shocked by how often I'm getting like lowballed and I say no. And then like this morning I woke up and I had a 4 a.m. purchase from somebody. And I got that in the mail. I got that in the mail before they sobered up. But yeah, and it was like full price, like just so randomly some people are not even negotiating, they're just straight up buying, which has just been awesome.
Yeah,
I got
great.
like $1,500 in my gear fund right now. Well, no, not anymore because I spent some of it.
$1,450 in your gear fund.
Yeah, well, 50 of it went to Diaz. We'll talk about that next week.
Well, that's my what's new this week. We can do a 2-parter. Like my what's new is I sold something. I won't say what it is. I don't think it matters, but whatever. If it helps you sleep.
I mean, I've talked about getting one for a while.
Yeah. And I really didn't. I don't know. I've just been in the urge. I've got so much stuff that I'm just not doing anything with. And so I'm like, I'm just going to sell some stuff.
That's what I did. And so now it's a bunch of, I bought some stuff I want to try. Probably going to sell all of it at some point. It's fine.
Yeah, I sold Scott my Nobles ODR Mini.
Yep.
He paid a very fair price for it. So
I paid what you paid for it.
Yep. That's why I said very fair. Literally the definition of fair. And the good thing was I still have the box and everything with it.
Oh, that's a rarity with you.
I've actually gotten a lot better. I haven't been throwing boxes away.
That's the foresight to know that you're going to sell it again. But
yeah, I honestly, because I'm like looking at my board, there's so much stuff I just don't use. I've literally it's funny because I went from
it's even on your board and you're not using it. Like when it's at that level, it's like, yeah, wow. But it's hard to recognize that. Like a lot of my I don't use stuff is all like sitting on shelves and stuff.
Yeah, I do have my shelves up, but honestly, a lot of the pedals, some of them, like my Christofferson pedal, one of the knobs is broken.
I sold mine a while ago.
Yeah, I can't sell mine because the knob is broken.
You can replace
the actual the pot and everything.
Yeah, you could replace that.
I don't even have a soldering iron right now.
No, I thought you did.
No, I've been talking about getting one. I don't have one right now. I did at one point, but then I got divorced, and so
she got the soldering iron in the divorce.
A lot of stuff got left behind, dude. Sometimes you just got to get your shit and get out, like get what's important and go. So yeah. Anyhow, yeah, I got a few pedals, and I got some pedals that need some work done. That got jacked up. Yeah, so if anyone's looking to buy some pedals, I do have some for sale. I listed, got the Bigtronics Resotron, the Native Audio Midnight V1.
Is that V1 for me?
Huh?
Did I sell you the V1?
Nope, I got that one from Philip.
Okay.
Did Philip buy one from you?
I think everyone in our Patreon chat has owned a Midnight from Native Audio at some point or another.
Yeah. I just don't use it. It's just kind of sitting there. So, anyhow, yeah, we'll see what happens.
Let's try and find the list.
The list of the stuff I got for sale. Tysco Fuzz. Yellow Cake Fried Gold.
Oh, I should have probably.
Gear Supply Light Drive.
I still haven't tried the Tysco Fuzz.
It's a good fuzz. I enjoy it quite a bit. I'm not using it, so
yeah. But it's also a type of fuzz that I can't capture and just let go of either. Like it's not like the ODR. Basically, I'm going to find my setting I like on it. I'm going to capture it into my quad cortex and probably flip it or sell it. Probably won't really make anything on flipping it, but I'll at least sell it. So it's like that. That's kind of how I'm looking at some of these, where I'm like, I'm going to try it. It'll be there. Yeah. I mean, I have a capture or two of an ODRC, but I kind of want to try the simplified controls.
Well, all I'm saying is I'm already shipping you one pedal. Yeah,
that's kind of what I was. Yeah, I know.
Now, I don't know if I have the box for the Tysco Fuzz. I think that was before my foresight started kicking in. So,
right.
But I'm just saying I'm already shipping you a pedal tomorrow. So,
yeah, I'll think about it.
How much was I asking for it?
I don't remember. I couldn't find the list.
Oh,
I kept scrolling and I couldn't find it.
Let's see. Who did I text it to? Oh, I texted.
You get to our group, the Patreon group. They got first crack at your all your pedals.
Let's see. I was asking $75 for the Tysco Fuzz. That's a decent price on it.
Are you gonna try to hard sell me right now on the air?
Yep. No, I'm not. I'm hoping just by the end of the episode, I hear a ding on my phone and I've got Venmo. and the note just says, "Just send the damn pedal." But
what I should try doing is just lowballing you via Venmo, where like you already have the money, but it's like lower than you wanted, and then you're just like, I just call your bluff. I'm like, you're gonna have to give me back that $50.
I wouldn't do 50. 70. I mean, 75 is already a really great price on it. So, how much are they new? Like 120? 110 maybe?
Yeah.
There's one for 70 on Reverb right now, but that doesn't include, that's $10 shipping, so that's 80. I would do 70 and I'm already shipping to you, so we'll call it square there.
Yeah, but we did 65. It's the same amount of money as you selling it as at 70 on Reverb. You know, after all the things that come out of it, so
I'll take 65 from you.
Done.
I
mean, you're already paying for shipping though, so like it's actually not adding anything.
Yeah, I've got it. I'm supposed to pick up my car tomorrow, and that's got all my flat rate shippers in the back of it. So
there you go.
Oh, I do. I'll find a box for the fuzz to put in. So
yeah, please don't just throw that.
Just throw it in the bag. Like, dude, this thing is built kind of heavy.
I mean, you sort of done that with one pedal before, but
what pedal was it?
I don't know.
I don't think so. No, there was the box that was a little bit looser than it should have been.
Yeah.
It wasn't packed tight enough. That's what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. You know what we should probably be talking about?
the gear news.
Some gear news.
Yeah, instead of making this deal on there, all right. That's also Scott's what's new for next week too. This is
we have like 4 new pedals next week.
You're like, I sold 7, but I bought 12. This isn't how it was supposed to go. All right, so let's do some gear news. By the way, I just want to point out that in Scott likes to organize the gear news by category. So to help myself follow that kind of, I made it into a list and put the headers for the categories. So Scott, did that please you this week?
I was impressed.
Really?
Yeah, I mean you're in the wrong order. Amps usually follows guitars, but
I was just going on the level of what affects your tone the most, with miscellaneous being the most important. So, all right.
Remember how we were worried about this episode not being long enough because we didn't have enough things to talk about? And I'm like, yes, we're just going to keep talking about nothing. And that's the show.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
I'm going to ignore that Canadian impression. But do talk about the DoD 250 is back.
You know what? I don't fucking care. Like, honestly, I feel like I'm so tired of the 250 just from dealing with the whole 60 cycle hum. And listen, much love for 60 cycle hum. Trust me. Love Ryan and Steve. But
Steve more than Ryan. Thanks for the views.
Yeah, thank you, Steve. You're better than Ryan. Is like, I was just so tired of hearing about it because I honestly, it's one of those that like I had the 50/50 from Pelican Noiseworks. I bought it because it was 60 cycle hum and Pelican Noiseworks. I never jived with it. And
I've had uses for it, but yeah, I can feel that.
Well, it's one of those things that like I felt like everyone liked it just to like it, and I is one of those people. Like I was one of them. But then like it's like, okay, at some point we have to say that the Emperor is not wearing clothes. Like I don't think it's that amazing.
Wow.
But, yeah.
I remember when somebody sold their DoD 250 or their 50/50 for like $400 or $500 to some flipper, and then he was just like tried to flip it more and just got stuck with it because we all listed ours all at the same time for like $700 and just as a joke, and someone bit. So anyway, Cortec, who now owns the brand, has said some of their classic designs are in the works and coming back. A DoD 250, the Overdrive Preamp 250 is the first one being shown, and it's more kind of vintage presentation. But they've also said that Tom Cram, who's one of the designers from one of the eras, he was sort of behind like the Rubberneck and the Carcosa Fuzz, some of the ones that people really love, will be involved in what's coming out. So this is good. I mean, it's good to see that DoD and Digitech aren't dying out. You know what I mean? And actually, they are bringing some of their good designs back, and yeah, we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Also, this isn't really like, it's not a new thing, but it does fall under gear news, which was something that I learned this week that was very interesting, and it seems like it's been a very well kept secret. Analog Man actually helped EHX develop the East River Drive, so now these are going to start selling like hotcakes.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious of I haven't gone on Reverb since this news came out, to see like, did the price inflection just shoot up like it was just on the JHS show kind of a thing?
I mean, yeah, like the thing is like Analog Man does definitely hold a higher prestige than JHS and stuff like that, and to know that like this is something that like Mike actually like put his seal of approval on because he announced that he was a part of it at some point, like it's pretty cool.
Yeah, prices are trending upward a little bit, but I mean they're still below $70. So if you've been thinking about grabbing one, I'm just talking about used prices. Like, so like the used market didn't just dry up all of a sudden with everyone rushing to buy one.
No.
And also, it's an EHX pedal that's fairly recent, so they made a bunch of them.
Yeah, and those knobs are fucking amazing.
It's the same knobs you always hate.
I know. I was being very sarcastic, sir.
I honestly, I don't think I've ever heard of this pedal.
What, the East River Drive?
Oh, it sounds familiar. I have no real knowledge of this pedal. I have no knowledge of it.
Yeah, this was one of those things that like when everyone was going on about the soul food, people were like, well, if you like a tube screamer, this is the way to go. I mean, this was pretty popular. I mean, they're 8160.
That's not bad.
That's phenomenal. Well, they're not in stock right now, so at Sweetwater. But of course, they probably went from selling 5 a week and maybe
There's a bunch
like,
of new ones on Reverb though from like smaller shops. So
yeah, do it to it. I want to try one. Like if I had the chance to get my hands on one, I'd like to mess with it. I'm not a huge tube screamer guy, but I like a mid hump every once in a while. I love a tube screamer for a solo boost. So
I like tube screamers when you have control of the bass. I'm not saying it as like so. My tube screamer has 3 different bass settings, so you can kind of pick what's right for that moment. I have the Aeon Effects Kit 1 that I built.
Okay.
So it has 3 different clipping options. You can do like symmetrical, asymmetrical, and LED clipping, and then you can choose where the bass roll off happens.
I would like it. I don't like them when they get that boominess. Yeah. I don't know. I think I just need an EQ pedal.
I also don't like people who stack them with a Klon and with something else. So it's just mid on mid on mid, and it just goes
mid on mid on mid
is how the guitar sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not good. All right. You know what else is not good? Actually, this is pretty good. So it got leaked. That. Oh, hi, Sarah Beth. Everyone, I have Sarah Beth this week, and she was distracted for a minute. Hey, sweetheart, do you want to grab your iPad and go play it? Yeah. Okay. Hey, Miss Thing. Can you go change your pull up? All right, unplug it. Let me see. Bring it here. Yeah, I know you did. Good job. Come here. I'll unplug it for you. I'll help you. All right. Hey. Take that to your room and close the door so Chewy doesn't bug you and change your butt. Ow, yeah, that hurt. You're okay. Hey. Who's my big girl? You're okay. Good job. Now go to your room, sweetheart. Parenting with Diaz.
Here's a
Chewy,
screen.
I don't think so. Chewy. Close the door, Sarah Beth. Chewy. Yeah, it entertains her for now. I don't like it. I don't let her play on it that much. But it's good whenever I need a distraction. So All right.
I got nothing.
What?
I got nothing.
Yeah, some Marshall. So there's an image out of a Marshall vintage reissue blues breaker
in the old school boxes. So when you first sent this to me, I was like, "Oh, cool!" And I thought it would be the Tone, their last round.
Ones?
Yeah,
or the silver ones that looked butt ugly too. Marshall has ugly pedals.
They did some smart things. One of which was they recessed the knob so you could step down fully and not hit the knob. But this is the old school enclosure, which you've seen on people like John Mayer and others' boards. So being in the vintage box, and I think these will sell like crazy.
Yeah, though I hope they fix the volume issue with the blues breaker. So that was one of the issues with the blues breaker, was that it didn't have a whole lot of volume on tap. So
that, and also we all already own a blues breaker probably at this point. So
yeah,
I mean, shoot, I have another one in the mail. That's got news for future.
I got one on the board right now. That's it. I need to up those numbers. I need a Prince of Tone.
Wednesdays.
Oh, I know. I've been like surprisingly good about spending. Done a phenomenal job, actually. Proud of myself.
Yeah, you also didn't hear this from me, but you can just flip them. Because on the used market, are they still going for like $200-$300 on the used market?
I don't know. I do get paid on Wednesdays though.
And there's also the Ducatone now, but that's even more expensive than the Prince.
Is it really?
Yeah, new. Like the Prince of Tone's not that expensive. Yeah, Prince of Tones are like $250 right now. Or well, there's some that are listed for $250. There's some that are cheaper. But yeah, they're all over $200 right now. And then new, if you can get one, $148.
Yep.
So it's an okay flip. It's not great, but when they're in stock.
Mm-hmm. Wednesday about 1 p.m. Eastern time.
Please don't buy one to resell on eBay. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Do they?
I'll resell it on Reverb. Don't worry.
I was gonna say, do they have a? We're watching how many of these we'll make before. Anyway, like how King of Tones, you can only buy 4.
No, it's 1 per order per day. Yeah, 1 per order per order.
Due to flippers buying these for immediate resale, we will cancel any orders after you've bought 2.
Oh wow!
So I'm now ineligible because I've owned 2.
You bought 2 from them?
Yep. I bought one a couple years ago, and then I bought one last year, and I sold one of them. But after using it for about a year and a half, I sold my first one when I got my King of Tone, and then I sold the other one to Ian I don't know, a while ago. But knowing him, he'll decide he doesn't want it anymore, and so I'll just buy it off of him.
Now I got to see where I'm at on the King of Tone waiting list. Oh, I'm June of 2019, June 6th, 2019. Where are we at on there?
You and I are around the same time, so I think we're about another year out or 2.
Yeah, right now it's February 9th, 2018. 5 years behind.
Yeah. Long list.
That hasn't been updated for a while though. Since January.
Honestly, what it seems like is the line just keeps getting longer more than they're actually getting through it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
wow.
Should we talk about some amps?
Yeah, let's talk about some amps.
The most requested custom magnetone finishes are now available to order as standard.
Thank God, because I am so tired of every time I walk into a guitar shop, I go on Facebook groups. I can't even go to the Kroger without hearing someone complain about, oh, I would buy a magnetone if they had this color available for like everyone instead of just custom. Thank God I can stop hearing that happen. You know what? I don't even need to like get peace and quiet anymore. That just solved all my issues. I'll never have to worry about a thing ever again.
Yeah, so there's a few different finish options. And there's a list of them, and I lost it in the article. You can now get traditional brown, camel, dark green, and Spanish moss.
Oh, heavens. Yes. Oh, this is for the traditional series.
I still haven't...
inspired by the firm's top custom order options.
I have not really played around with any of the new magnetone stuff at all.
No, I haven't either. I just felt like saying that because I felt we didn't have anything for amps, so I was like, I'm going to put this in there, and then I'm just going to fucking mock it.
Is this a Gibson brand?
I don't think so. Isn't Magnetone like its own little like boutique thing?
I can't remember.
I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, it's boutique.
They're on their own now.
Magnetone USA. Who owns Magnetone amps? In the hands of its new owner, Art Duhamel. Okay. Was a brand. So Magnetone was based in California, and it was revived in the 2010s by Ted Kornblum. I don't know if it's ever been owned by Gibson. I don't know where that came.
I also seem to remember these being very expensive.
They are. Paul Bigsby designed solid body guitars for Magnetone from 1955 to 1957.
Oh.
They are still used today by musicians, including Neil Young. Why not? Are you fucking serious? Why wouldn't you put fucking Billy F. Gibbons? Why are you going with Neil Young?
Justice for Billy.
Oh, hold on. That's because he was part of the revival. He's got the new stuff. They're talking about the old stuff. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
So Ted Kornblum was formerly from Ampeg and St. Louis Music. Or St. Louis Music. I don't know. Let's see. All the design, the amps' respective designs and input was brought in by Billy Gibbons and Neil Young's guitar tech Larry Craig. But yeah, it's still no. Fuck Neil Young. Billy Gibbons.
Wow, they're up to $4,600.
Mm-hmm. You know what's not $4,600?
What?
Dan Electro guitars.
Oh yeah.
So they refreshed their lineup with the smart new finishes. Why are they smart new finishes?
You know, sometimes you say somebody looks good, and some days you just go, "You look smart."
Oh, you look smart means you look like garbage.
I
you're wearing glasses?
I believe it's a British colloquialism.
Oh, okay. Funny story though. Funny story. I was watching some Batman animated movies.
I'm aware.
Yeah, I know you are.
I see them in my HBO feed.
Well, I was watching one with Superman. Actually, Jude and I were watching Superman ones, and it was really funny because it was Superman, you know, exposing himself as Clark Kent to, you know, Lois Lane, and he's as Clark Kent. He takes off his glasses and he's just like, "Look at me," and she's like, "I am," and then she stares for like 5 seconds. She's like, "Oh my gosh!" Honestly, pissed myself almost. Like, I was dying laughing because it's like literally like all she had to do was look a little bit longer. Like you're supposedly in love with this guy. He's like, "I'm Superman." She's like, "No, you're not." And he takes off his glasses and he's like, "Look." And like, I was like, "Oh, that's what she's been doing wrong with their whole relationship. She hasn't fucking looked."
Wasn't part of the lore that like Superman somehow like constantly moves so much that you just can't see his face clearly, or something like that? So like that's why no one recognizes.
No, I honestly believe like there should be something more to it, like the fact that like maybe because he's Kryptonian. I don't know. There needs to be
the fact that no one actually gets close to him, so no one actually can recognize him. Like he's always just a dark-haired dude from far away.
Like he like casts a veil over someone's eyesight, and they see something different than him. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't understand. I don't know, but like when I watched that, I was waiting for something like him to be like Alakazam and like take a spell off of her or something. Like no, he's just like, "Look," and she did, and she's like, "Oh shit, you're Superman." All right, sorry, I don't know why that made me think of when you said "look smart." Okay, all right. Anyways, so they got these 59. We talked about they're bringing back the Longhorn bass, but like now they've got some different colors and stuff for their 59 double cuts and a change of pickups for the 56 baritone. So yeah, okay. We talked about
purple
that. Purple sparkle. It does not. I think it would look better with white pickguard.
Racist.
Why?
Because I can.
Okay.
I kind of like this like clay,
I like the
orange kind of color that they have going on here.
Which one?
The one on the far right of the top image. Yeah, I kind of like that color.
Yeah, I'm digging this. Like, so that black one, if you scroll down, they've actually got, yes, that one's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty close.
Very nice.
Isn't that kind of close to the Grez that Philip bought in Tron? Or no? I guess it's a lot more sparkly. He'll correct us.
That's a baritone. Oh, I would. You know what? I need a baritone. Huh. Yeah. Anywho.
What about a 7-string option or a baritone from Chapman? Because they've just added new guitars to their high-spec mid-priced Pro Series with 15 new model variants. I
just put that on there because it was on the list.
I just kind of burned out.
Yeah, I do like the colors though. I mean, honestly, all of these colors are good. I like them. I like them a lot, actually.
Yeah,
I do love that. Like that. What is it? That purple kind of
the pearlescent kind of thing where it changes colors.
Yeah, I do dig that.
Remember when Gibson used to do that in the studio, Les Paul studio?
Yeah,
they had a green blue one. I always loved it.
I don't know. I think it looks better on that because it kind of reminds me of like a car, like a kind of like a street car, like Fast and Furious. You know what, Scott? I think you need one of these.
No thanks.
Yeah,
yeah.
I like all of these colors. What is that like salmon color down there on the right?
Oh,
Ooh,
and there's a shell pink.
and that gold one.
Mm-hmm.
That gold one is, I mean, $1,200.
I'm actually wondering, is the blue to purple one actually just a burst, not a pearl?
No, it is a burst. Yeah, it really is. It's not pearlescent. But
yeah,
I do love the color though. I mean,
it's interesting.
$1,300.
It's interesting.
1,400.
Yeah.
I mean, I dig these. I do love that gold, like kind of Telecaster thing.
Yeah, I'm never doing another reverse headstock.
Really?
I hate tuning it. I hate toning a reverse headstock because I feel like I'm just like really. I don't know. I have a Titan with it, and I'm just like, it's the biggest flaw in that guitar.
I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna do reverse headstock on my Tele probably. I'm really wanting to.
You're totally allowed to do whatever you want. I just telling you, I'm never buying another reverse headstock guitar.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a reverse maple. I want to do a reverse maple with some sort of nice inlay. I was thinking block, but I don't want to do block. It's too bulky on that guitar. I need like a mother of pearl inlay. Yeah.
Well, while we're in the themes of new guitar lines, Cort has 9 new models in its G series for 2023. So super strats, basically, that got a little more curvature to them. I don't love them, but what price point are we actually kind of hitting on these?
Hold on 1 second. I think something happened on. Okay, sorry. These two got combined and it's messing with me. Something got dragged.
Well, they do have on some of their dual humbucker methods. They have 5-way switching on them, which is pretty sweet. The Ergo V neck profile. They're using graphite reinforcement on the necks, compound radii. So a lot of premium, actually some premium features on here. Oh, this is the 300, not the 350. Sorry, I'm reading the wrong one. We go down to the 250.
Chewy, no. Sorry.
All those features I mentioned aren't there.
Oh yeah,
some locking tuners though, and some of them.
Yeah, I don't like the Cort body. Just always is so off to me.
It's a little too far off, right?
The horns are too far away from the neck.
Yeah,
too much space.
I'm trying to find them on a website so I can actually find like pricing on these things. Because Cort doesn't do some of the more major. Not bad pricing.
No, I was guessing.
Oh,
sorry, I was guessing. That's not it. Cort Cort G300.
Oh, the G300 was what I was talking about. Sorry, that is in that line.
$850. All right,
$850.
Yeah.
Yeah, that price. If that's for the 300, that's in line with a lot of its competition in that range, though. Like that's actually like Schecter's hitting that.
Pro. Are these pros?
There's a G300 Raw, a Glam, and a 250 Spectrum, and a 200, which is their entry level.
Yeah.
Let's just be clear with ourselves. No one listening to this is actually buying one of these, so let's move on. Cort also adds acoustic guitars.
Yeah, these actually, I do like some of these.
Interesting sound hole placement.
Yeah, I like the sound hole on the side thing. I
like getting your pick out easily. It also makes the so you can tell there's an LR bag system there.
Mm-hmm.
Makes getting at those controls really easy because you don't have to go around any strings.
Yes.
And these other ones have some side holes. There's a lot of porting on these guitars.
Yeah, these are definitely very different. Very different guitars.
Let's run down this list here.
They're not. Let's see. I'm pretty sure they're not available yet. Our Roslyn Ellie. Oh, this is limited edition.
So the one we're really looking at is the Roslyn Redux.
Yes.
It's part of their Masterpiece series. So they move the sound hole up into where kind of the shoulder is on the non-cutaway side. There's actually there's a hole there. And then in where there usually is the rosette and the central sound hole, there's a portrait.
Yeah. Let's see.
This is going to be an expensive guitar. It's got LR Bags electronics, tusk nut, Godo tuners, ebony bridge pins, AAA solid Palo Ferro back and sides, 5-piece neck of mahogany and walnut. 5-piece will make that really stout with that cross lamination. That's a pretty cool guitar. They also have the modern black for it's kind of a jazz instrument, block inlays.
Those are expensive.
Yeah.
That Roslyn redo?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me get the conversion going on.
Bated breath in anticipation right now.
I'm holding it.
Are you still working on it?
Yeah, back off.
You know, you can just type currencies into Google and it translates it for you, right?
It didn't. That was the problem.
How much was it?
2,274.80.
In what? In dollars?
No. Hold on. Which one's I don't know if it was pound or euro. Hold on. I did. What's the one that looks like an E? That's a euro.
That's a euro. Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought because I think of it. Europe, it looks like an E. It's $2,400 American. $2,500.
Yeah, so that's a premium acoustic guitar.
It is. I mean, coming from Court is always an interesting thing with a price that high. Not saying they can't do it.
Also,
not saying they cannot do that quality.
Just the Far East made premium acoustic because that's American guitar prices.
Right.
Now, that is a very ornate guitar that I would honestly like. If that had said Martin on the headstock of it, I'd be like, oh, that's like a $40,000 guitar. Yeah.
Oh, 40,000. I would have been like 5 to 10. Probably closer to 10 if it was a Martin. If it was part of a line, you know what I mean? If it was something that they're actually manufacturing.
Yeah, but like Martin usually makes like 1 or 2 $50,000 guitars a year.
Yeah, it's usually extremely ornate.
Yeah, and it's made for NAMM and it sells immediately.
Yep. All right, you want to know what's not going to sell immediately?
What's that?
Organic pickups. They've launched a series of electric guitar pickups with an innovative modular design that allows you to swap them out in and out of your guitar on the fly. Once you hooked up the base plate to your electric guitar as you would any other humbucker, you can choose any modular pickup unit from the U series and swap them in. Okay, the question is, I haven't looked. I saw this. And
They're made in collaboration with Relish Guitars, who have been doing a similar kind of thing with magnets for a while.
Yeah.
Looks like they're doing rail pickups with it too.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's the interesting thing. The base plates so it's a base plate and a pickup.
Yes.
Which combined is $200, but each pickup is only $70. So the idea of swapping them out to compatible things is not that crazy. Now the question is, are the compatible things going to be good?
Wait. So it's $130 for the base plate and pickup.
Oh, and then the module $70, so it's even cheaper.
So a whole set is $260.
Yeah.
So what, Sarah Beth? What? Okay, here, I'll kiss your boo-boo. Go to your room, please and thank you, and kick Chewy out. Chewy, come here. This episode is called We Have a Real Life. I said go to your room. Quit playing with the dog. Sarah Beth.
For those listeners not catching the video feed, my forehead is firmly planted in my hand right now.
Yeah. Oh. Give me 1 second. Sarah Beth, go now. I want to hear that door close. Can you guys guess if she actually went in?
My guess is
there's the door. The door closed. All right, so $260 for a whole set. That's actually
not bad. That's cheaper than Relish's system, if I remember right.
So the single pickup set, two buckers and one mounting base plate, is $200. So that's to be able to get two pickups and one mounting base plate.
It's not bad.
Not bad at all.
Considering Pollard Smith now, it's $500 for a set of pickups.
What? Say that again?
Like, Paul Reed Smith is now asking like $500 for a set of their pickups.
Fuck. Wow. This is actually a really good price. Like, really good. Huh. I'm not gonna buy them, but like, I mean, if I got another humbucker guitar and want to change the pickups, this might be my route.
I mean, again, you're at the mercy of what pickups are in this line. It's not like every pickup can be thrown in it. The old Relish system was kind of like this frame that any pickup could kind of be installed into. But if I remember right, you had to buy everything through Sweetwater, and it all had to be done by them. But yeah, it's interesting.
I mean, so they've got an Alnico 2. Is it Alnico 5 or Alnico V?
5.
Okay, I thought so, but like, so Alnico 5 and then ceramic. Those are their 3 pickup choices right now.
And they're all humbuckers.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, did the door open?
Yeah. She's just over there playing with the dog. All right. Well, this episode's brought you by laughter of children in not a creepy way. All right. So next we've got our miscellaneous section. I put this in here for Scott, kind of, to see his. I want to hear his opinion. So introducing the new Sennheiser HD660S2 audiophile headphones.
Sennheiser makes a lot of good headphones.
Yeah.
I don't want a $600 pair of headphones though.
Yeah.
But I know people who do.
Audiophiles.
Yeah. Yep. And the grand diminishing returns of audio equipment. The average user probably is happy with anything that's $200 to $300 is a premium headphone to them. So jumping to $600 won't be that great. I'll also say these are open back headphones, so they will bleed like crazy if you're trying to record at home with them or like game or whatever. But you know, this is really just an update to something they've had in their product line for a while, and people love them and they buy them. So.
Okay. Do you think they're worth it?
I will not be buying a pair.
Okay.
But that's fine. How about the Nobula Chord Pilot?
Yeah. So this does MIDI chords and arpeggiations in your
this is for modular synths.
Yeah, this is pretty crazy.
So you can actually send MIDI to it, and it will turn it into a CV module in chord shapes instead of just a normal arpeggiator. It's pretty dope.
Yeah. I thought it looked cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's modular. Everything modular is cool.
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 And then
How much is it?
This law. I didn't even look at the price because I never probably could afford it. I wonder how much it's got to be.
Actually, their whole product line looks really good. They've got a nice vibe going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't. There's. I can learn more, but it's not available yet, I guess. Or they're only doing limited runs or something. I don't know.
Vintage King sells it for $400.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's $400. All right, and then so there's this next thing. It's a free amp plugin of the Soldano Slow 100, and then the Laney TF300, and it looks awful familiar. So there's this company called Neuron Tube.
Oh,
that had, yeah.
Oh,
yeah. So it's a free download right now. I downloaded it. And it's pretty much ripped off Neural. Right down to the user interface and parameter placements.
You think they just...
Yep. Because they're in Brazil. This company's in Brazil. So they DGAF about software laws and all that, I guess.
Oh. Huh.
It's a boutique Brazil-based software company that specializes in AI-led or AI LED plugins or AI-led plugins.
So what have made?
They really this plugin.
Yeah, but like, what else have they made?
I don't know. I haven't found anything else about them.
Audio Singularity. Oh, they have a donation button though.
Nice.
This is their debut.
Oh.
Is a Two Brothers DSP and audio development company.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. So they, I mean, I downloaded it.
It's been out since September.
Yeah. Oh, it Windows. I mean, prevented an unrecognized app from starting.
Yeah. Oh, but be sure you must not republish material from them, sell, rent or sublicense, or reproduce or digitally copy this material.
They're funny.
Huh.
It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Very. I'm gonna be playing with it a little bit later.
Huh. I would like to run this in a shell so I know what data it's stealing for myself from the piracy that they package in with this or something.
Is that what you really think's happening?
Well, so first off, I think this looks just like the Neural interface. And it also, does Neural have a Laney one?
I don't know. I believe so.
Okay. Because they do have a Soldano one for sure.
Yes. New free Soldano SLO 100 and Laney TF3 100 amp synths by Audio Singularity. Is that who they said this was?
Yes.
Okay.
This is Audio Singularity. I'm trying to think of... Neural does a Tone King. They do an SLO. I'm trying to remember what other ones they do.
I don't know. They might not do a Laney.
So that's the other, like, what's going on, like, with that?
Who else did they steal from?
Yeah. Unless the Laney's part of one of the archetypes, but man, that UI looks exactly like Neural's.
Yeah.
And the whole plugins thing, or the pedals part of it. All right, so do we think they stole software directly and are just repackaging it?
I have no idea.
Or are they just making it look really, really similar?
I don't know.
And some of this artwork's a little bit different. Still fishy. Very fishy. Anyway, that's our list. We should wrap up the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before one of us falls asleep on the mic.
Sorry, I opened up the neuron tube thing.
Yeah. End the show, Diaz. End the show.
Okay, all right, I'm gonna go play with this. So we'll see you guys later. Thanks for listening and all like that fun jazz. Like we appreciate. We didn't even talk about the Super Bowl halftime show. All right, rating the Super Bowl halftime show. Scott.
I think I said a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm a 7.5 out of 10. I'll give it a little bit higher than that.
I thought the scaffolding was awesome. That was a really cool thing.
It was cool. It lasted really long.
I mean, that was the thing. It was basically one set piece, and that was it.
Yeah,
there were no like costume change. Well, she changed her costume a little bit midway through.
She added a coat into it, pretty much.
Well, it was like rolled up and it like unrolled on her. Like, yeah. I made the comment of how much you want to bet that the original costume did not have an undershirt, and they made her wear something extra.
You think?
Yeah.
I don't know.
There was a lot. There was a lot of moments where I'm like, I can see somebody being pearl clutching, with some of the stuff she did, but
yeah.
But that's Rihanna.
I don't know.
Pushing boundaries.
I mean, yeah. I mean, there was a couple sexual gestures and stuff that were kind of interesting, but I mean, really, I don't know. A lot of the things that people talked about is it wasn't as high energy as some of the shows before.
I mean, the music was great and the dancing was great.
Yeah.
The fact that she's how many months pregnant in the midst of doing this really does limit how much she's able to dance. I mean,
well, that was the big thing, because it was never announced that she was pregnant. This was kind of like her announcement. So like, that's why Twitter blew up with Rihanna pregnant.
Yeah.
Everyone's Googling Rihanna pregnant.
Yeah. I mean, she had a kid fairly recently already too. Yes. So there's that side of it.
Yes. There was very little downtime.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a cool mix of songs. It amazed me how many songs you still didn't hear that she's had hits from too, which really shows you how much her career has been full. Yeah. There was none of her collaborators came in and did any bits. That was kind of the thing I was like in anticipation of the entire time. And so like when it ended, I was like, oh.
That was the thing, is the Super Bowl really has not been a one artist show for a long time. Well, I mean, it's been hit or miss some. Yeah.
Did The Weeknd bring anybody in when he did his?
Okay, good point. I guess I'm used to the collaborations, the like big things. Honestly, though, like I said, so in the tough part is everyone kind of you kind of forget about some of the Super Bowl halftime shows because you focus on the ones that you like the most. Like we were talking before the episode, we were just texting actually. So hey, y'all cut it out. I'm trying to do something. Sorry. And we were texting.
You had to go
beforehand.
full Southern for that one.
Yeah. Cut it. Hey. Yeah. Shush it. But she oh gosh. But like my favorite halftime show is probably Prince. Most likely it's Prince. I felt like that was one of the most high energy and just like amazing halftime shows. Also, I'm a Prince fan, so that helps. But it was one of those things where like oh my gosh, this is killing me. That's what a 3-year-old and a dog sound like. But like I don't know. And then Prince doing Foo Fighters was phenomenal. That was pretty cool.
I feel like we've done this as a topic before.
We did the whole list, remember?
Yeah, we read a list, yeah.
Yeah, we did. No. But so the Prince doing Best of You, I don't know, do you you don't remember me telling you what that was about, do you?
Nope.
So the reason why Prince did Foo Fighters was because Foo Fighters actually recorded Darling Nikki, which was a Prince song. And Prince, in his own little mind, has this thing against people covering other people's songs, which is insane because he is one of the biggest ghostwriters. And also, how many people, like Sinead O'Connor doing Nothing Compares to You, that's kind of, I mean,
that's a pretty famous performance. I think that's the most famous performance of that song.
Yeah, for sure. But it was just one of those things, like Prince was never about people doing his songs.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was just kind of a thing, unless he like gave you permission. And I guess Foo Fighters really didn't get permission to do Darling Nikki. So Prince, on the biggest stage in the world, did a fucking Foo Fighters song, not out of honor, but out as an FU.
That was a spite song.
That was a spite song in the Super Bowl halftime show. Which, like, because like Dave Grohl talked about it, and he was just like, "I'm just watching the halftime show, and fucking Prince does my song," and he was like, "But yeah, that was kind of a thing." And I'm pretty sure in the performance, when Prince does one of his winks towards a camera, like kind of winking towards Dave.
What'd you think of the Dave Grohl's Ode to Canada commercial? It's weird, right?
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what is the tie with Dave Grohl to Canada? Dave Grohl's he's what, a California kid, isn't he?
Hey man, Crown Royal wants to give him the money to do that, they can give him the money to do that.
Okay. I just saw my dog with my chirp wheel. You know what those are?
Yep.
The smallest one around his head, holding on to a shoe, holding the chirp wheel on his snout. Like his snout went through the chirp wheel and bit a shoe. With a 3-year-old riding him. Okay. I think it's time for us to end this show.
Oh, it's been there for a while.
Been there? I love how long was this episode? We said it's gonna be a short one, maybe.
Nope.
All right, guys, go to theeffectsloop.com. You got our Instagram, merch, YouTube, email, our Patreon. Thank you once again to all of our Patreon supporters. We I don't know if we love you, but we tolerate you and we appreciate you. And so we will see you guys next week. Maybe. Possibly. We'll see how tomorrow goes. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
We are strong. We have to just keep pushing. dictionary. Why is negativity always drawn out? Pictionary, visualize love, energize lives together. We undefeated, a plan to make where there's no gloves needed. When we weed into the mindset of achieving and believing in community that remains savvy. Never after, the world should be one. Hate annihilated, every heart is one. Love again. So don't